In this video, Kevin and I are going to be answering the Would You Rather questions for the month of February. So the Would You Rather questions are on the community page on my YouTube channel. If you go to my channel on a desktop computer, then, or even on my phone right here, I have it at the top. It says home, videos, playlist, community. And so you go to community, and sometime during the day, usually it's at around 7 o'clock at night for our time, but it doesn't have to be a specific time. Usually just once a day, there's going to be a question there. So the first question is, would you rather be a member of the Justice League or the Avengers?
The Avengers.
I'm going to say the Avengers too. 68% said the Avengers.
That's not surprising.
So, yeah, I'm an Avengers fan. And who would have known that years ago? I mean, I didn't know anything about them, but I really like the Avengers now. Okay. Would you rather travel by, there's 3 answers, car, plane, or train?
Plane.
I'm going to say plane as well. And there's no context here. So these questions are left up to you. They're left up to however you want to interpret them.
Yeah, I'm assuming long distance travel.
Yes, because plane and train was included in the answers, I'm assuming it's long distance, or those options would not have been given, because that would be ridiculous.
They're going to fly across town.
Yeah, exactly. That would be ridiculous to, yes, exactly, unless you're the Jetsons. Now, that would be cool to have a little flying car. But I'm going to say plane as well. We are in the minority, though. Car got 57%. Plane got 27%. And train got 16%. So,
I'd rather not drive. I mean, I don't mind driving, but does it make for a long day when you drive. And of course, flying does too.
And it makes you tired.
It makes you tired.
And
you have
exhausted.
to stress about it and all that stuff. And Tammy's not a good passenger, so it's not fun either.
I'm not. But it truly does exhaust you, just like...
It'll exhaust you to fly too, though, honestly.
I would just much rather fly, though.
Let somebody else worry about it.
Yeah. Who would you rather watch dance? Kevin Bacon or John Travolta?
Probably Travolta.
I'm going to say John Travolta. No, I mean, I like Kevin Bacon. I wouldn't mind seeing either one of them dance, to be honest. But you have to answer the question. And I'm going to say, John Travolta. 67% said John Travolta. Would you rather drink a glass of whole milk or water?
Water.
Water. 83% said water. So
I wonder. I mean, when I was growing up, my dad drank milk all the time. Your dad drank milk all the time.
Yes.
But it was not something I ever did. I never just went in and got a glass of milk to drink.
And Dad would. Dad would get like a dinner at night. Dad would have a glass of milk.
Yeah, it was just never something I did.
No. And right now we don't even have milk in there.
We're not cooking with it or making something.
Or doing a review of some cereal or something.
There's
none in there. No. Would you rather travel the world for 1 year with all expenses paid for 1 year, or have $50,000 to spend on whatever you want, but no travel? You cannot use it for travel. Travel the world for 1 year with all expenses
I would
paid.
do the travel for a year, because that would be an experience.
I think
That's
so too.
probably a once in a lifetime. Plus, you can, if it's all expenses paid, you can stay at some swanky places.
Yes, I agree.
You can stay in castles and stuff if you want to.
And for a year,
and
gosh,
eat good food.
Oh, I would love that. I would absolutely love that. And that's going to be, that year is going to be the experience of a lifetime. I mean, you could do it all during that year and never have to do it again. Of
course, if you really want to buy a house or something like that, then staying at home.
$50,000.
It's going to go a long way towards a house. Halfway to a house.
Yeah. $50,000 isn't what it was years ago. Right. It still is a lot of money. I'm not going to act like it's not. Yeah, we could absolutely use $50,000. But for a whole year, all expenses paid, I mean, to travel anywhere, that's a big deal, because it's expensive to travel. But it was close. 58% said they would rather have the money. 42% said they would travel.
Yeah. Well, some of that may be just people that like to travel, people that don't like to travel too. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure people have very different reasons
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
Yeah. Would you rather eat noodles or rice?
Probably noodles. I'm gonna say noodles.
I'm going to say rice.
I'm thinking like egg noodles. You know, like egg noodles. I could put egg noodles and beef together and chicken or whatever, and it'd be better than, I don't know. Rice is okay.
20 years ago, I would have said noodles. I would have
Yeah.
absolutely said noodles. And one of my favorite things since I was a little kid has always been like baked macaroni and cheese. My favorite thing isn't baked macaroni and cheese now. I still do love it, but it's not my favorite thing.
Of course, that's technically pasta, not noodles.
Macaroni noodles. They're noodles.
They're pasta.
They're noodles. It's a different type of noodle, but it's a noodle. It's a different type. It's just a different shape of noodle. It is a noodle. Tell him. Elbow macaroni is a noodle. It's a type of noodle. 63% of you said you'd rather have noodles than rice. 37% said rice. Would you rather lose every picture you have ever taken or all your money and valuables?
Oh, the pictures.
The pictures, yeah, because my pictures are right up here too. So like, yeah, I have them stored and everything, but I've looked at them so many times, and I know if a subject comes up, then I know what I have a picture of and what I don't. It's just, you know, and sometimes I'm like, gosh, I wish I had a picture of that. But 83% said they would rather lose every picture they've ever taken.
That's not surprising.
Would you rather eat a granola bar or a bowl of cereal? This is a surprise to me.
It really just depends on what if I can sit down and eat, I'd rather have the cereal.
Okay.
If I'm on the go, I'd rather have the bar, of course. I'm going to say cereal. I'd prefer the cereal over the bar.
Okay, I'd prefer a granola bar. But more people said cereal. It just surprised me. 79% of you said you would
cereal.
rather have a bowl.
I love cereal, but I eat so much of it that's so high in calories.
So that's why I'm choosing the granola bar.
I'm just saying, if I could, I would eat cereal.
Yeah, I'm choosing the granola bar just because, well, and it's more practical and everything. But yeah, 79% bowl of cereal. Would you rather visit Greece or Egypt?
Probably Greece.
I'm going to say Greece too. And this is another way. I have changed. Gosh, I've changed so much in 20 years. I mean, I'm really a different person. I'm a totally different person than what you married. I really am. Because I had a dream of visiting Egypt. I was crazy about all things Egyptian, and I still love Egyptian things. I still love the sculptures and statues and the pyramids and all that. But I just don't have that desire to visit there like I used to. But now Greece, I can see myself visiting Greece. So 74% said Greece.
I think I'd enjoy the food in Greece better.
Oh, I do too. I think I would too. Okay, is it all about the food for you?
You gotta eat.
It's not about the sights at all. For 1 month, would you rather give up bread or chocolate?
I don't eat a lot of chocolate, so I'm gonna say I give up chocolate for a month.
You'd rather give up chocolate? I'd rather give up bread, and if you think about it, I have given up bread right now.
We haven't eaten a lot of bread lately.
I haven't eaten bread since probably the second week in January. I have not had bread at all. So
I could also give up either one of them for a month.
I never thought I could give up bread.
Think about how often you eat chocolate, though.
I eat chocolate every day.
Not every day, like.
I eat chocolate every day for a review.
Reviews.
We
I'm saying
review
without
something
reviews.
Chocolate every. If we didn't do reviews, then I don't ever. I don't really ever eat chocolate. I could give up both of them if I didn't do a review. But so I'm giving up bread. But 64% said they'd rather give up chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't beat a good sandwich.
Would you rather? Oh, I love sandwiches too. Would you rather be an only child or have 10 siblings?
Only child, because I am an only child.
This was very, very close. So it's not, you're not digging on your family. Like I have a sister. So it's not any dig on my sister for me, because I'm going to choose, I would rather be an only child, because that wasn't the choice. The choice was you either get 10 or it's just you.
Or none.
I would rather be an only child than have 10 siblings. This was so close, and I'm just shocked. 59% said they would rather be an only child. 41% of you said you'd rather have 10 siblings.
A lot of people like that big families.
They do, yeah, they do. And then the more the merrier, a lot of people say. But for me, I just know that if my parents had had 10 children, that would have been a hardship on them. It was, they were...
Hardship on everybody.
It was, just having me and my sister. They were robbing Peter to pay Paul when I was little. And I mean, that's just the way it was. It wasn't that way later in life. But it was then. So with 10 kids, you would have had a very hard time. So that's just in my family, though. Would you rather eat a brownie or a cupcake?
A brownie.
A brownie. 62% said brownie.
I don't really like cupcakes that much. They're okay. I'd rather have a slice of cake than a cupcake. Honestly.
I would too. Yeah. Would you rather your friends tell you their political opinions or keep their political opinions to themselves?
Keep them to themselves.
I would rather they keep them to themselves too. 75% said just keep it to yourself.
75%?
75%.
For those on Facebook, listen up.
Yeah, exactly.
75% of the people out there would rather you just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, and the comments were interesting on this one because a lot of people said, which is true, that if they're a good enough friend and you're going to talk enough to where you're going to know anyway without going into even an in-depth discussion or anything, you're going to know without them coming out and telling you.
Of course, you can't have, sometimes you can't have a good discussion about things going on if you don't mention your politics. So I could see that side too.
Right.
But
I don't think I want to hear just somebody spout off with their opinions.
In general.
I
would keep it yourself.
Yeah. Would you?
That goes with a lot of things.
Yeah, well, that's true. Would you rather marry someone who has different beliefs or different views on having kids?
Probably different beliefs.
I'm going to say different beliefs too.
Because I think you can get over the beliefs thing some more so than you could. You want kids, they don't want kids, or whatever. They want 20, you want 1, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's going to always be like, you're going to resent that person. So if you get with somebody who does not want kids and you have this desire to have children and you never get to have them because he or she didn't want them, there's going to be some resentment there. Different beliefs I think you could deal with. So 67% said different beliefs. Would you rather take a personality test or a pop quiz?
Pop quiz. Personality tests take forever. I've taken many of them.
I'm going to say a personality test because I don't know what the pop quiz is going to be about.
That's true.
So I'm going to say a personality test. 78% said a personality test. But let me tell you this. I have taken plenty of personality tests. And because I genuinely, I guess I just don't care. People remember, like they can tell you, I'm an IFBN or whatever those numbers are, or letters, I mean. They can tell you I am this personality. I have no idea how I came out of it because it just was not important to me. But some people literally put a lot of stock into that.
Yeah, I did. I've done a couple for work, and some of these people really remember them. And, oh yeah, I'm definitely that type of person.
Yeah,
I'm
like my sister she took the personality test and she put a lot of stock in that, and she's like, I'm this personality, and I'm like, well, I'm just me. I just don't care. That's just like people who believe in the zodiac signs and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't have a clue. I don't put any importance on any of that stuff. So I guess it's just a matter of what you find important. But 78% said they'd rather take a personality test. So you're in the minority on that one. Would you rather eat a steak or a Philly steak sandwich?
Steak.
I'd rather have a steak. 62% said steak.
I'm actually surprised it was that close.
62%.
It's still pretty close. I thought there would be a lot of people saying steak.
Oh. Would you rather eat fried chicken or baked chicken?
Fried.
Fried. Fried chicken.
With that healthy baked stuff.
73% said fried chicken. Well,
there should be some good baked chicken.
Yeah.
Some good seasoning.
Yeah. 73% though said fried. At a party, would you rather play bingo or an icebreaker game?
Bingo.
Get to know each other.
I hate icebreaker
Q&A. You'd rather play bingo? I'd rather play bingo too.
Yeah, I don't like icebreakers.
But this was really close. 58% said bingo. 42% said icebreaker games. Would you rather someone dedicate a book to you or someone name their child after you?
The book.
I'd rather have the book. Yeah, definitely the book. 65% said book. Would you rather live in a modern home or a Victorian home?
Modern.
I'm going to say Victorian. Now, 72% said modern. I'm going to say Victorian, though, is my answer. There are reasons. I think there's everybody's going to have their own reason, but that's my answer. When it comes to eating habits, would you rather your partner eat the same things you eat, or you don't care how anyone else eats?
I don't care one way or the other.
I don't either. I don't care how anybody eats. 74% said they don't care how anybody eats. But I did have somebody in the comments say something like, she was like in a certain diet and her husband wasn't, and it was just...
It would make it hard.
It made it hard. Yeah, it made it hard.
Like if you're doing keto and your other person wasn't, or...
Right, exactly. Or you're eating, dairy free or something like that. Yeah, I can see where that could pose problems because, like for recipes, you're adding stuff into the recipes that they might not be able to eat. And so, yeah, that would be hard. So 74% I said don't care. Would you rather eat a jar of chicken and gravy baby food or drink an 8-ounce bottle of infant formula?
Probably the baby food.
I'd rather drink the formula.
Ugh.
I feel like I can get that formula down.
It smells so bad.
Hello, have you smelled that food?
Yeah, baby food though. It really is just food. It's ground up.
Yeah, but it's not like fruit.
I mean, I wouldn't want to eat it. I wouldn't want to eat either one of them, but you said pick one, so I picked the...
So you're picking the baby food?
Yeah, I could choke that
Well,
down. It's just little bitty jars.
You win because 65% said they'd rather have the baby food, which is shocking. Would you rather cuddle under the stars or on the couch?
Couch.
On the couch. 70% said on the couch. In your backyard, would you rather have a fruit tree or a nut tree?
Probably a fruit tree, although they rot like crazy.
Well, I follow different YouTube channels of people that live in Florida, and they have said, and now this is true for nut trees too, but especially fruit trees, they attract rodents. They attract bugs, but like rats and stuff like that. Now
if you keep them picked up, they won't.
Right.
That's the deal. You have to pick them up.
You have to pick them up. But now, apparently, mice and rats and stuff also like nuts too. So it's true for both of those. But
I'm just thinking if I'm mowing a yard, I'd rather be mowing over fruit than these hard nuts. Like mowing over, shooting them all over the yard.
Okay, so you'd rather have a fruit tree.
I'd rather have a fruit tree.
I'd rather have a nut tree. 89% though would rather have a fruit tree.
Yeah, I'd rather not have either.
Yeah, truly.
Truly.
But you have to pick one. Would you rather have neighbors who party all the time or snoop all the time?
Probably party, although, boy, that would get annoying. If they snoop all the time, you know what? I'm going to say snoop all the time.
I'm going to say snoop all the time.
Because snooping's just, I'm not doing anything. They could snoop all they want to. I don't care.
Well, and if the curtains are closed and your front door is closed.
I don't care if they know when I'm leaving.
Yeah, all they see is us coming and going. They can't see inside the house.
Snoop all they want.
So they can snoop all they want, or they can try. But partying all the time, that is intrusive because their music and their... partying to me means usually people are coming over to their house. That could invade on my property too, and affect my life and my sleep. So I don't want that. You're going to be surprised. 64% said party. They'd rather have neighbors who party. That's just shocking to me. Would you rather have blurry vision, or be colorblind?
I'm colorblind.
Well, a lot of people were saying on this that blurry vision can be corrected and that colorblind cannot.
That's true.
That's
Blurry
what
vision.
they were saying. You can have,
Yeah, but I'm assuming that you can't correct it.
that's what I thought too when I read the question.
When I'm answering, I'm saying these are non-correctable. Which one could I live with?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm going to say I'd rather be colorblind because I don't want to live with blurry vision.
I've had that before. I don't want to go through it again.
So 77% said they'd rather be colorblind.
Colorblind can be corrected now too, somewhat. Sometimes. Depends on what kind of colorblindness you have, but they have the glasses that help.
So we are recording this on Monday. So we'll have a question tonight, and we'll have a question tomorrow, and then that's the end of the month. So there's these last two questions I will not have percentages for. So this is the question for tonight. You no longer like your friend. Would you rather let them know your feelings in person or just ghost them?
Yeah, but I'm assuming you've been close friends forever. You should be able to talk to them. But what are you going to say to them? I don't think we get along anymore. I don't think we're good friends anymore. I don't think we're good for each other. I mean, it's almost like you're breaking up. Mm-hmm. In that case, I'd just ghost them.
I would just ghost them. And I know people don't
That's
like
awful,
that, and that's horrible. But there's sometimes where you just don't.
I mean, I know all the friends pretty much I had at like the church we went to when I was a teenager. Those are really good friends of mine when I was a teenager. But then once high school started up and we all went to different churches and different places,
let's assume
then we never reached out to each other. I never called them anymore. They ghosted me, I ghosted them. We just basically went our separate ways.
You went your separate ways. So, like, I think a good example of that is Kevin worked for years and years and years at the school with certain people. Mm-hmm. Well, he was friends with them at the school. Very good friends. All of a sudden, those people retire, and he's never heard from them again.
Actually, before they retired.
So that was almost like you were ghosted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't reach out to them either, though. So it goes both ways.
So it went both ways.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say ghosting.
Yeah.
I don't think that some people don't like ghosting, think it's horrible. In certain situations, though, it's kind of a mutual thing, and it's not always a bad thing.
Yeah.
And the last question is, in your home, would you rather live without smoke detectors or fire extinguishers?
Probably the fire extinguishers.
I'm going to say fire extinguishers.
Because at least the smoke detector can let us know.
I don't even know if we have a fire extinguisher now.
We do. It's one in the back room.
Oh, there is?
Next to the
Okay.
kitchen.
Because I know we had one. We bought one for Ashley when she was living here to keep upstairs. But then she left. And it's like...
Yeah, we have one next to the kitchen.
Well, see, if something happened, I wouldn't have even known it was there. So we're good today. So I would rather live without the fire extinguisher because, yeah. But that is the questions for February. Thank you for everyone who participated in these. Even if you didn't participate, thank you for watching this video right now. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And we will see you at the end of March.